What's good, everyone? Welcome to another LiveWire Sports Media update. All right, so the Indiana Fever have three All-Stars in this year's 2024 All-Star Game, which will take place against Team USA, Team WNBA against Team USA. But now there has been a lot of talk about All-Star snubs. There was some concerns about who was going to be on the All-Star, especially a couple of days where there was some stuff going on Twitter Space about there was talking about, Angel Reese and, not mention Caitlyn Clark, and it's in Twitter into a spill. But we already know that the All-Star voting is 50% fan voting, which Caitlyn Clark was second in that, behind Audrey Wilson at the time. Then it's 25% of coaching and 25% of media. But nevertheless, I think that we all know that Caitlyn Clark was going to make it. There is no way in God's green earth that Caitlyn Clark would not be an All-Star. Now, in that fan voting, Aliyah Boston was third on that list, which we already know she was going to be on there. And you have to think about this. If fans voting 50% of the time, you already know mostly they're going to take that into consideration. There's no way that enough coaches will vote, because they was going, someone was going to vote probably for Caitlyn or whoever the case might be. But in a unique situation, this is the first time that the Indiana Fever has had this many players going to the All-Star. They had three with Clark, Boston, and Mitchell. And some people feel like Mitchell should not be on there, but she's having a great season. Her numbers speak for itself. She started out slow, but the Fever has made strides. They turn around. She's a starter. So what other starter would have been there? Now, people have an argument for Dejanay Carrington, which I could see that for her. Now, I want to go back and look at some things real quick because I want to see would I take off if I had do Rookie of the Year. Who on that list would I take off? Not Rookie of the Year, but All-Star voting. Who would I take off of that? It would be kind of hard because I think, like I said, I think Kelsey Mitchell earned her spot. She earned her spot just as well as everybody else. But we'll take a look at it real quick. Real quick. All right. So the All-Star selection is DeWanna Bonner, Aliyah Boston, Caitlyn Clark, Alicia Gray, De'Aaron Hamby, Brianna Jones, Jaquel Jones, Kyler McBride, Kelsey Mitchell, Ricky Nwambe, and Nika Unke, and Angel Reese. Now, on this list, to be honest, I think DeWanna Bonner, not DeWanna Bonner, but Brianna Jones, I don't think she should have been on that list. I think Dejanay Carrington should have been on that list ahead of Brianna Jones. Now, like I said, people think Kelsey Mitchell should be on there, but if you look at Kelsey Mitchell's numbers versus Dejanay Carrington, then you got to look at, some people feel like Chennedy Carter should have been on there. Who would you take off? Probably Alicia Gray, from the Atlanta Dream. I will put her on there. But again, it would be hard because the only person I feel like could have come off this list for them is Alicia Gray. Not Alicia Gray, but Brianna Jones. You know what I'm saying? Because you already have 2 bigs already. Well, 3 bigs. You already had 3 bigs with Boston, Jones, and Nika. You didn't need a Brianna Jones. To be honest, you wouldn't need a Brianna Jones. I would have put either Trinity Carter or Dejanay Carrington, and most likely I would have put Dejanay Carrington on there. I think she would have been the most. And I think the reason why De'Ronna Bonner made it is because of her girlfriend, Alicia Thomas. That's the only reason I think she went. But again, you can't cry over it. So me personally, for the Fever, is good for them because you got to think about it. I mean, they could have 3 next year. Now the Indiana Fever has, so far they have won 13 out of 13 games. They had won 13 games last year in both the 2019 and 2023 when they selected Aliyah Boston as a rookie. In 2019, the team was headlined by a interesting mix of veterans and young players, including Kelsey Mitchell, Candice DeBree, and Tierra McGowan. But the Fever winning percentage dropped in 3 straight seasons after the 2019 season. So that doesn't project to be the case this time around. The Fever are on pace to win 15 games this year, or 15 or 16 games this year, which would be the most since 2016, fitting that that was the franchise last playoff burst. Wow. Indiana hopes to make it again, and having all 3 All-Stars giving the franchise the base of eventually getting there, it will be interesting. Now, I want y'all, but Aliyah Boston, Caitlyn Clark, and Kelsey Mitchell, they did talk at a press conference about what it means to have all 3 of them in the All-Star and having Caitlyn for the first time. So I'll let y'all listen to this real quick.
I know you want to talk about the game, but you guys are all 3 All-Stars, and that's a huge accomplishment for the franchise. Real exciting for fans. I wonder if y'all can maybe talk about that. I know you 2 have been All-Stars before, and this is a first for Caitlyn.
Yeah, I think it's special. I think it just goes to show the talent that we have on this team. It's really amazing to be able to play together as an All-Star, but also, I think this is really exciting for Caitlyn, being a rookie, coming in, and just having an impact the way that she does. And so,
Caitlyn, Kelsey, anything?
I would just kind of piggyback off that.
Hey guys, keep your mics muted, please. Thank you.
Like you said, it's a really, really big thing for our franchise, but I think more importantly, kind of just shows where we are as players and where we aspire to be individually. And I think any great player, any great competitor has an All-Star somewhere down on their list. And we put in a lot of hard work, and so it feels good to kind of see these 2 ladies smile about this process, and nor myself. Together we can experience it. So
I was going to say that the opportunity,
Yeah.
I know you guys spend a lot of time together, the opportunity to do something that's kind of fun together is going to be kind of cool for the 3 of you too, it seems like.
Yeah, we all get to be on the same team, so at least we'll have each other. I don't know. We can have some familiarity, I guess. I don't know. But no, obviously it's fun. It's cool, obviously, for myself to accomplish this in my rookie year. But I'm just lucky to be a part of these 2, or with these 2, and like you said, it's big for our franchise too. I think it just shows the talent we have, and slowly just putting that together, and the future is bright. Obviously, me and AB, year 1 and year 2, and Kelsey here is a little bit older, but other than that, that's pretty exciting.
Now you hear that. These ladies are so appreciated that they are able to be on the All-Star together, and it goes to show that they're gonna continue to build chemistry with each other, not just on their same team, but in the All-Star, because it's going to be important to showcase, especially Caitlyn and AB going forward, especially when it comes down to the Olympics in another 4 years. AB and Caitlyn could be Olympians going into the next 4 years. So this is a good way of casing their talent along with Kelsey Mitchell, who could be an Olympian and maybe not. You know, it all depends down the line, you know, when it all said and done. But the case for Mitchell to be an All-Star this year is very vivid. She started the season slowly, and like I said, dealing with an ankle injury. In her last 11 games, she is averaging 18 points a game while shooting 49% from the field and 47% from deep. And then Clark has also adapted her game to the WNBA after seeing different and tricky coverages early on. Boston, by her own admission, had a rough start as well, but she is averaging 16 points, 10 rebounds across the last 10 games. So, to be honest with you, they all deserve to be on there, you know, especially Mitchell, because she's a starter. So her numbers is better than, because you got to think about it. If you look at it, Caitlyn Carter and her numbers, Caitlyn Carter was on the bench, in which she's up for Sixth Man of the Year. You know what I'm saying? But now that she's a starter, how will that play out? You know what I'm saying? Since they took her from, I think, you know, so, but I want to see if I could look at Kelsey Mitchell and Caitlyn Carter's stat numbers side by side. Because I think that it could be one of the other factors too. But like I said, I don't think they numbers as that far off. You know what I'm saying? I don't think their numbers that far off. But nevertheless, I mean, I just think that Kelsey Mitchell earned it. You know, especially being in a starting role. Her numbers have improved consistently. Dejanay Carrington, her numbers is not, you know, her numbers is there. Like I said, if you want to, I think more so, you know, I think Caitlyn Carter, her case where her that flagrant foul on Caitlyn Clark, I think that played a factor a little bit too. And people probably say, no, we're not gonna vote her on there because probably don't want that animosity. You know what I'm saying? And then probably same thing with Dejanay Carrington, you know, with her marking Caitlyn Clark early on the season. So, I mean, a lot of factors kind of could probably go in there. And to be honest, it's almost like how when Isaiah kept Jordan off the All-Star, and then Jordan turned around and kept him off the Olympic team. So it's kind of like saying, well, hey, you know, we got Caitlyn in the All-Star. We're not going to put these two because she has had issues with these two on court already. You know what I'm saying? So I could see that. I could see them picking the group that they pick more lighthearted, fun. It's not going to cause no turmoil. So that way, like, somebody like, you know, with Angel Reese being on there, it's going to be a good look. But I had two rookies on there as well, where you could probably get to see Angel and Caitlyn kind of a little bond a little bit. You know what I'm saying? So, and you don't want so much negativity to kind of like take away from the All-Star event. So I get it. I understand it, you know, but saying that these three FIBA ladies doesn't deserve it is crazy. You know, definitely Caitlyn, definitely Aliyah Boston, and more deserving, Kelsey Mitchell. She deserved to be on the All-Star. So I'm not going to. And then you look at the voting for the All-Star. It's pretty clear cut. Caitlyn led the way. She had the most with over 735 votes, and then Aliyah Boston came in second. And she beat out Aja Wilson. Then Breonna Stewart. Then Angel Reese came in next. You know what I'm saying? And they almost triple and double what they did last year. So it's great to see because now, like I said, this rookie class for Angel Reese and Caitlyn Clark has brought their fandom to the WNBA, where you was able to see more of this other product on the court, to recognize some of these other players. So yeah. So with that being said, I think it's great. Like I said again, I think it's great. I think it's awesome. I'm glad that these three ladies got the opportunity to be in the All-Star, and hopefully you get to see them again next year. Again, who knows? But you never know at this point. So with that being said, this is my wrap-up report. Until then, continue to like, comment, subscribe. If you haven't, do so. Hit that notification bell anytime I drop a hardcore video until another video drop. And then I will talk to y'all later. This is the LiveWire Sports Media update. I'm out. Peace.